Welcome everybody to the Underdog Racing League live at Kansas Motor Speedway for race number 10 tonight. The drivers are getting on the track and qualifying is underway, and those times are coming through as we speak. And it looks like Brad Ringer has the top spot as of right now with a 31.41 second. Gonna go ahead and apologize if I butcher anyone's last name. Just let me know in the comments on how to actually pronounce it. It looks like Justin Stunnard is going to take that top spot with a 31.34. Let's find out somebody. Alright, there we got more people on the track, it looks like. Alright, and Justin Stunner continues to hold that top spot. Can anybody take it? Oh, and John Osborne puts up a fastest time with a 31.27. Not bad. Alright, and it looks like qualifying has wrapped up, and we are ready to set the field. Alright, and starting grid is up. Looks like on row 1 we've got John Osborne with Jason Fensler. Row 2, Justin Stunnard and Daniel Monihan. Row 3, Brad Ringer, Christopher Heitz. Row 4, Dylan Walterman, Jake Williams. Row 5, Timothy Harper, Dan Moyer. And row 6, Chance Durim, David Well. Row 7, Jason Bottoms, Marshall Wilson. And row 8, Will Young, Noah Tansman. And row 9, Scott Milner, Cody Dorsey. And row 10, Kevin Minapace and Scott Kerberg. Row 11, Dakota Blay, Keith Long. And rounding out row 12, we have Robert Fitzpatrick and Corey Hostler. Alright, drivers are lined up on pit road. And we are getting ready to head out onto the track for today's race. Alright, let's take a look at today's track facts. We are, of course, at Kansas Motor Speedway. Temperature of 75 degrees with a precipitation chance of 38%. Wind is at 11 miles per hour. Track temperature is at 113 degrees, so that's going to make for some short tire runs. Alright, drivers are on the track to start their pace laps before we get green. I want to go ahead and thank Ultimate Siding and Gutters for sponsoring today's race. Alrighty, pace car is off and we are headed down to take the green flag. Here we go, let's go racing at Kansas Motor Speedway. Green flag in the air. Ooh, the 5 with a little bit of a wobble right there. Wow, and he has already pulled himself a .40 second gain off of second place. Almost half a second. And now he's officially half a second ahead of Jason Fensler in second place. Let's look at that speed difference. Not much speed difference. The 5 is carrying a lot more speed going into turn 1 and 2.
Hey, buddy, you got it over there, man?
Yeah.
Alright, it's saying you're not live on YouTube for some reason.
It's live on a different
Link. Oh, you're good. I see it now. I see it now. You're good, buddy. Alright. Y'all have fun.
Alrighty. That was the wonderful Extreme Sim TV owner, Matt, checking in to make sure everything is good. I am one of the new voices to the Underdog Racing League on Extreme Sim TV. My name is Chris, and I'll be taking you along play-by-play on this race tonight. So far, so good. It looks like a clean race. Let's cycle through the field and see what everybody's doing. The 53 tagged the wall, that looked like, well, sounded like back there. Couldn't get a good shot of it. Oh yeah, you gotta watch out for these speedways, especially going off of turn 3 and 4. If you're riding that high line going through, you might want to watch out for that front stretch wall. That thing tends to bite. Looks like we've got Corey Hasler in the 25 Chiefs Mobile tonight. And Justin Stunner now with a less than 20, a little less than half a second off. Keeps on fluctuating a lot, but he's no longer almost a second away. Looks like Jason Fensler is looking to make the pass, and kind of lost a little steam right there though. Let's see if he can get it on this next turn. Man, he gains a lot off of him on that backstretch. Coming into turn 3. Is it going to stick? Don't drive it in too deep and lose it. And it's going to stick, and we have a new leader, everybody. Jason Fensler to the lead. Looks like we have some sponsorships on that car as well. Fat Mike's Pizza on that Chevy Camaro. And by the way, it looks like their top 3 are Chevys, followed by a Ford. So far the Chevy's showing the strength right now. Scott Milner in that 31. It sounds like somebody is into the wall. Nobody's dropped tremendously. That number 9 of Cody Dorsey making the pass on Jason Bottoms. Or Marshall Wilson in the 85. There's the one that keeps on hitting the wall. 57. Oh, big old checkup. 57 into the wall, and they're wrecking on the backstretch. Caution is out. That was unfortunate. That. And it looks like. Man. Alright, so it looks like we're going to see our first round of pit stops for this caution lap. That stinks, but hey, I mean, I'm glad I was looking at those guys. I could feel it coming. I mean, he was hitting the wall almost every turn, it sounded like. And I know that wasn't his fault. There was a major, major checkup, and he just had nowhere to go besides that outside wall. And it looks like our leaders, almost everybody's going to come in besides Chance Durham is going to stay out as everybody comes in to pit road. That is going to be a mistake for that number 23 car. He hasn't had a pit stop yet. I mean, might as well lead the race while you can, but I have a feeling. What do you guys think? I feel like he's going to get swallowed up by those fresh tires. It might not be immediately, but I give it about, let's say, 2 to 3 laps before they start to just swallow him, and we're going to see him go back. Maybe he decides to come in after this. Maybe he just wants to lead a lap. I mean, I don't know, with the track temperature up in the 100 degrees, 16 laps on these tires, I just feel like that was a gamble right there. And just let's hope that this gamble doesn't cause a wreck somewhere mid-pack or in the front. Alright. So yeah, already 2 cautions in the last 4 laps. What is going on, guys? At least let me catch them. That one I totally didn't even catch live. I think it was just rubbing the wall and maybe a spin. It was only a 2-car wreck, I am pretty sure. Alright, we should be seeing the green flag drop this time by. This time when the green flag drops, we are going to ride along with Dylan Walterman as he takes us to the green flag. Alrighty, you guys. They're stacking up. 52 needs to get a little bit closer to that 45. 46, I mean. And here we go. Let's go right along with them. And green flag's in the air. Looks like we got some 3 wide shuffling back in the back of the field. And 71 off of the wall. Probably feeling a little bit tight up there. Oh, and Dylan Walterman off of the wall. And he's going to surrender that first place spot to the number 5 of Jason Finsler. Oh boy. I don't know about you guys sitting at home, but I am enjoying watching this racing now. Let's go back up to the front and see what's going on up there. No action back here for right now. Looks like the 5 is pulling away with almost half a second lead off of the 33 of Justin Stunnard. It looks like Dylan is feeling the repercussions of hitting that wall in turn 2. He's fallen back to 3rd place. Whoa, what just happened with the server? That was a little bit weird. Huh. Sorry about that, folks. But I have no idea what happened. That was just all of a sudden everything just kind of glitched up and looks like back in the second half of the field is a lot of passing going on right now. So a lot of door-to-door action. Let's jump back there and see what's going on. Oh, what a block. Almost a bad block, too. 12 tried to pull a block on the 53, and the 53 almost got him. Looks like the 12 and the 42 are fighting for that 12th spot. The 12 is falling back. Is he in trouble? Alright, let's go ahead and let's crank it up. Seem to be doing some good green flag runs. Let's crank it up and just sit back and enjoy the purr of that engine in this car. Alright, and we are back. Hopefully you all enjoyed that little shot of just whatever's going on the track right now that we're not really witnessing to the full extent. I sure as heck like those. So far, I'm proud of these guys. 46 tagging the wall up there. Man, look at that wall. They're painting that whole wall with a nice little black strip going down it. As we saw, Jason Fensler had one heck of a gap on second place, and right now he has extended that to just 2.5 seconds now. A 2.5 second gap over second place. That is just crazy. There we can take a look at how his gap has just been increasing for the last 5 laps. He has gained almost a full second in the last 5 laps. A little over a full second. That is insane. You can see right there how much he is holding over Justin Stunnard every single lap. Let's take a look back in the field and see what's going on. All around good racing. They had just a few laps of kind of, oh, 53 off of the wall. There we go. There's the two teammates from the NASCAR Sprint Cup, the 9 and the 48. Who knows, are they actually teammates in this? And it looks like caution is out on the track for the 3rd time tonight. Not locking on to anything. I'd have no idea at this point what actually happened. Not seeing any reports of any wreck on the track, just yellow flag out. I think it might be for, I think there is a stage at this point. Yeah, I think it is it's the end of stage 1, I'm pretty sure. That's why caution is out. Alright, yep. Jason, you says, yeah, it's a stage. Okay, so is it just one stage tonight? Well, that's nice. It gets to kind of reset the field. Everyone gets those fresh new tires, full tank of gas. And this could possibly... They would probably need one more pit stop, I would think. Yeah, we're going to see at least one more pit stop before the end of this race. So hopefully, I don't know. Might either see it under green flag circumstances, or we might have another caution. Who knows? I feel like everybody's racing very, very clean right now, and I think once we get to that halfway point and it starts getting down to the last quarter of this race, it's going to be elbows out and not taking crap from anybody. So let's see how those pit stops cycle through for positions. Alright, looks like Fensler is going to start out in front. I do not think... Yep, he did. Everybody pitted. Yeah, we still have about 65 laps left, so we're definitely going to see, I would say, maybe at least one more caution, maybe two, but I feel like they could probably make it on fuel with one more caution, or one more pit stop, not caution. Don't want to jinx it. We don't want to see any cautions. Gonna take a break right quick and we'll be back for the green flag. Alright, pace car's coming in this time by. And there it goes, pulling off into pit lane, and we are going green here at Kansas Motor Speedway. And once again tonight, we have seen that leader just totally take off and pull away from second place already. He is already half a second ahead of Justin Stunnard. And it looks like Justin's in danger of losing the second spot to Brad Ringard. Oh, and Justin off the wall, and that allows Brad Ringer. And then David, he is falling back. Oh my goodness, what is wrong with him? And off the wall again. Oh, and they're going to cause the pinball effect. Alright, and Corey Hassler saves it. It looks like Justin Stunnard off the wall again. Something is very wrong with that car. If he doesn't find out what's wrong and figure it out, I mean, you're in danger of... Oh, and he's just going to give a nice shot to the 31 of Scott Milner. I don't know if there was some sort of beef being settled right there, or if that was just failing to check up, but I would stay off of that wall. You don't want to break a toe link. Luckily, we're seeing Justin Stunnard finally start to make his way back up through the field, taking that high lane. Is it going to work for him when he comes out of this turn on the back stretch? He's going to door bang the 42 to make sure he stays off the wall, which... no harm, no foul with that. He pretty much just takes 2 spots for the price of 1 turn right there. Going into turn 3, coming out of turn 4, taking over 2 spots. He'll be back up in second before long. And it looks like Jason Fensler is already got a 1 second lead off of second place. This dude is crazy fast. I need him to start delivering my DoorDash. Matt is actually, I think he is occupied with something else at the moment, and he's just expanding his company and hiring broadcasters, and I was lucky enough to score the job with him. Looks like the 53 is off of the wall, coming out of turn 4. So the 53 is having trouble with the handling on that car, getting a little loose underneath them. Alright, let's check back up with the leader and see how that gap has grown. Still 1 second ahead of David Buell. Yeah, he actually got me into it as well. Not gonna dive too much into it, but he is broadcasting for the league that I'm actually racing in, and fell in love with the whole broadcasting. It feels pretty cool to sit down here and watch some racing instead of actually doing it myself. And once again, I want to thank today's sponsor, Ultimate Siding and Gutters. And want to give a shout out to Extreme Sim TV for broadcasting tonight's race. And Underdog Racing League for hosting tonight's race. So we got some 3-wide action up here towards the front of the field for 6th, 7th, and 8th place. And I'll tell you, that 21 is one nice looking car right there. I love those purple wheels with that green and black accents. That thing looks sharp, as my grandfather would say. Looks like the 68 of Will Young's gonna think twice about going 3 wide, and he looks like he might actually try to do it again. No, he's gonna let off the gas and fall back. And it looks like he's gonna try to take over the 18th position, and he gets it. Can he hold it though? And will the 23 slow him up, or will he try to go 3 wide on that group? Ooh, and it looks like a little bit of contact between the 28 and the 29. I couldn't tell, but it looked like they might have touched fender wells. Alright, and Jason Finsler said, nope, you're not closing in on me. I'm going to put a second down on you, and now let's make it even a 2.5 seconds. Caution is out on the track. It looks like Scott Milner with the crash. Let's back it up and see what happened there. Coming 3 right out of turn 4 and just kind of gets a little pinball effect going. Ooh, and that's some heavy damage right there. Let's hope that toe link's okay. Let's hope that toe link is okay on that car. He's still on pit road. It's been there for... Let's see if he's making any progress on that repair. Let's take a look and see if the car is on right now. Yeah, it doesn't sound like the car is on. And it looks like our leaders and everybody is going to follow the leader down pit road. Let's see if there's anybody that's going to stay out. And nobody stays out. Looks like the 76 is off pit road. Followed by Kevin Minipass. Jason Finsler is going to give up that lead and sit in 3rd. So we've got a couple of 8-second and 9-second pit stops. They definitely just took gas. They chose to not take any tires. If they did choose tires, they went with rights probably, I would think. I would have picked to just go with rights only, I think, at this point. That's, that would be my thinking process on this restart. I mean, this time by, we're looking at 40. Yeah, 40 laps to go. So, I don't know. They're probably, at this point, they're going to have to make one more pit stop. Whether that's green flag pit stop or under caution, we have no idea. We're just going to have to wait and find out and see how this thing rolls out. We're going to step aside real quick for a nice little break while the field gets reset for this restart. Alright, and we are back, and as you might have saw during this caution, we saw Jason Fensler and a bunch of others come back down pit road. I don't know if they think that they can make it all the way with gas, but we will find out. Green flag on the track. And that outside line has just carried so much gas through that restart. They get such a great lead going into turn 1, but this time the 25 has got a response for the 76 on the restart. Second place is going to put up a fight, and he's going to try to take that position from the outside line. And there goes the 25. And the 12 is even up there looking to take that position away now. Oh, the 25. What's happened there? Is he going to cause a nice big pile up? Oh my goodness. He just caused a big checkup. go 4 wide. And unfortunately, Jason Finsler is going to find himself back mid-pack with a bunch of this chaos going on right now. Is he going to survive it long enough to get up back to the front? And there's a lot of there's no give right now and a lot of take. It seems like a lot of people are holding that bottom middle line and forcing people up into the wall. But hey, that just makes for great racing. I just wouldn't want to be the guy on the wall. '21 gonna follow back while the 23 gets a nice run off of him. Let's head up here to the front and see what's going on. This time Timothy Harper is gonna lead 1 second off of second place. Well, and as you see, we are down to the last 30 laps of tonight's race. A lot of bumping, banging, a lot of giving, a lot of no taking. But I have to give it to him. They are keeping this thing really clean. A lot of them know how to control that car whenever it gets a little bit wobbly. Wide going into turn 1. That was almost a bad block on with Will Young there on the 23. That could have been treacherous right there. Timothy Harper has lost half a second off of second place. Corey Hasler. Let's check out where the 5 is. He is back there towards the front. He is in 7th place right now, but he's still kind of in the mix of kind of a crowd right here, but it looks like he's going to lead that little crowd. And you see Jake Williams is almost 2 seconds ahead of Jason Finsler. So I don't know what happens, but I mean, it looks like it's that dirty air. Jason Finsler is just not having a good time in that dirty air. Looks like Will Young is just trying to push his way through the field, trying to find any sort of gap that he can fill with that 68 car to try to get around the 46 or the 23. He's trying to set up that pass right through the middle, I feel like. But he's not going to have to. The 23 is going to kind of concede. Oh, the 68 off the wall. He's going to be fighting that wall for a little bit right now until he gets it. He's going to be off the wall again. And there goes that run that he was building up. Oh, and looks like off the wall again. Man. Talk about ping pong. But somehow he's still going to find himself able to pass the 23. Almost. He's going to get right on that bumper on the back stretch. Yellow flag is out for John Osborne. Let's take a look and see what happened here. Oh, looks like he got quite the run going off of turn 2. Made a mistake, went 3 wide, didn't complete the pass, and the W car comes down to turn him with a nice right hooker. So it looks like these guys are going to get to do their last pit stop of the night. For me, this will be my last pit stop. It looks like Jason Fensler, like I said earlier, pitting on that very last caution lap earlier to get a little bit more gas, and he feels like he's got enough and got enough tire to lead this thing, which I don't know about you guys, but I mean, he wasn't showing that much strength back there in the 7th to 10th, spots, but let's see if that was just because of dirty air, and now he's going to have that clean air. So let's figure that out. Let's find out. Let's see what he's got going on when we go green for this hopefully last time. Ooh, and it looks like he's going to have David Blell coming up on his inside, or whichever one he chooses. But David's going to be right alongside him on this restart. And we've seen David has some pretty good strength behind that engine of his. Could he be a contestant for the win here tonight? Technically, almost all of them can be a contestant for the win tonight if you're 1st through 17th position, because anything and everything will and could happen. We see this many times in NASCAR where we might think, oh, it's okay, we're going to go green for the last 20 laps, but then things start to change. I mean, you're coming off of a fresh pit stop. We've got 19 to go, under 20 to go right now. I feel like tempers are going to start rising, and patience is going to go right out the window. Going to see a lot of 3 wide gaps being formed, a lot of door banging going on, a lot of wall rubbing going on. This could be a wild final 17 laps when we finally get to go green. As long as pace car lights they should go out this time by got some last minute thankers. Nope, they're not gonna go. So they were thinking about it, or they were just getting down to save fuel. Looks like the 5 Alexa take the inside line. Yep, pace car lights are out. We will go green with 17 to go in this race. Let's see how it all boils down. For those of you that have just tuned in, welcome to Extreme Sim TV. I am your host, Chris Mayo, up here in the booth. We have had quite the show today. We are on caution number 5, one of those for a stage, but 4 wrecks. Not any big wrecks yet. There's a lot of patience out there on this track, but a lot of door rubbing, a lot of wall grinding, and so far it's been like 1 to 2 car wrecks, and we are about to go green with 17 laps to go. Everyone's got fresh tires, full tank of gas. Besides that number 5 car, will he be able to continue his nice lead? Here they go, green. And Jason Finzler's going to pull out with almost a half-second lead off of 2nd place already. Can he hold it? It sounds like some door banging back here already. Justin Stunner's going to take away that 2nd spot from Corey Hasler. Oh, contact! But Corey Hasler saves it. Is there going to be more contact? They're 3 wide going into 1. Corey's done a pinball off of the 52. And it looks like Corey is going to continue to just fall back, and the 12 is around. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it looks like Corey in the 25 just... he got the 12 on that left rear. Let's go, let's ride along with Corey on that one. Let's ride along with Corey and see what happened here. And it looked like to me the 12 might have just got a little loose, or he kind of came. Did he come down? Nope, I think that. To me, that's just a case of netcode, and the 14 gets collected. The 68, the 71. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I believe that was the first of many more wrecks to come tonight. But that all started from when the 25 got into a little bit of a tangle up there in the front. Fell back a little bit, and then I don't know if that was netcode or just racing, but Looks like we got a couple of pit stop takers. I would definitely, I mean, new tires aren't going to matter that much. At this point, we have about four laps of tire wear on these last set, but I mean, you never know. We could have a green, white, checkered finish. You know, tires could play a factor with these last 13 laps, so maybe if you're in the back, yeah, go ahead. Drop down, take 4 tires, get back into the back where you were when you went down pit road, see if those tires can do for you. Gonna have 11 to go when we go green. As long as this pace car's lights go out and they line up for the restart. I don't think there is anybody in pit road right now that is not on the lead lap, so I don't think there is any reason to withhold the restart this time by, or next time by, that is. Go ahead, folks, if you're sitting at home and you're watching right now, go ahead in the comments section and post who you think / want to win tonight's race. Is your pick going to be Jason Fensler in the number 5? Or Dane Moyer in that 28? That's the first time we've seen him up there tonight. Justin Stunnard in that 33. David Boyle in the 52. Dylan Walterman in that 46. And then we go back to even Corey Hassler in the 25. Does he have significant damage? Does he have damage at all? Is it going to affect his race if he does? We're about to find out. And I mean, if you even like Lucky Dog, or not Lucky Dogs, but Underdogs, do you think John Osborne's got what it takes to win tonight's race? Starting back there in the 17th position, he is the last car on the lead lap. I take that back. He is no longer the last car on the lead lap. Scott Kerberg in that 14 is. Alright, looks like we're going to go green flag racing this time by, with 11 to go. Green flag is in the air, and the 5 gets nice. Wow, man, he is just so strong on those restarts. Already some action going on back here in the back of the field. 21 off the wall. Going to get a little wiggly, but he's going to correct it and keep going. Looks like Justin Stunnard's going to fall back into that 4th position. Ooh, and the 25 off the wall back there. He's going to find himself in another 3 wide position up on the wall. Let's go ahead and check in with John Osborne and see how he's doing back here. Ooh. So the 33 and the 23 off of the wall, but it's not going to affect them any. And we have another hard contact into the wall, it sounds like, somewhere nearby. Eight laps to go this time by. Ooh, the 33 is going to find him on the outside of a 3 wide. The 23 is going to try to sneak up in there. He's going to think twice about that and lift. 33 back in the wall. 23 is going to go right around him. And the 33 is going to find himself dropping back even further. But let's talk about this. John Finsler, like I said, not coming in to take new tires, has lost the lead, and he is in 4th position right now. Uh-oh, he is definitely hoping for a caution, but is a caution and coming down to pit road just too late at this point in the race? If anyone said Dylan Walterman to win this race, then you might be correct. But Dane Moyer is sniffing on his rear right now. Haha, no pun intended, Underdog Racing League. Pretty quiet out there right now. Don't hear it. Oh, there's another door rub on the. There's another wall ride right there at the 52. Chance Durham in that 23 car, we saw him earlier elect to stay out on the first round of pit stops. He led for a few laps, came back in to get new fresh tires, and he's been back there in mid-pack since then. Can he even pull it up? Find another gear in that car somewhere and use it and get himself up to the front. He is breathing down the 5's neck right now. I usually don't find myself rooting for the 23, but I'll go ahead and give it the, go 23. To the inside, it's going to get dicey. And they're going to come out okay right as of now. If something happens right here in this little pack, it's going to take about 7 drivers out. But the 5, it just does not have the speed that he had at the beginning of this race. Or it could be just the fact, like I said earlier, not electing to come in on that final round of pit stops on lap 20. That could be the deciding factor in his race tonight. Looks like these two have pulled a 2-second gap off of 3rd place. Oh, 28 off the wall. That's going to make that gap between him and Dylan increase and decrease to 3rd. Here comes the 9 of Cody Dorsey. Right now, 2 laps to go. Final lap. Alrighty, what are we gonna get? What are we gonna get? Next flag ends it. Let's watch around back here, make sure there's nothing big happening. Alrighty, here we go. Dylan Walterman out in front by almost a second in this race. He is going to ride away with the win as long as he comes out of turn 4 clean. Out of turn 4, and he takes the checkered flag. Dylan Walterman wins tonight's race at Kansas Motor Speedway. Alright, Dylan, burn it down, buddy. Let's see what you got. Alright, folks, that's the end of tonight's race. Gonna get the unofficial results right now. Dylan Walterman with the win. Dane Moyer, second place finish, and Cody Dorsey right there in third. Gonna take a look, and Jason Fensler is going to find himself finishing in 13th position after leading almost all of the first half of this race tonight, but just came down to that final call. Was it the right call? And I'm sure he's asking himself that right now. Was that the right call to stay out? Alright, guys, we are going to bring in our third place finisher, Cody Dorsey. Hey, Cody, it's Chris up here in the booth for Extreme Sim TV. You got me?
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, I'm doing pretty good. That was a nice finish coming home in the third position.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of struggled there for a little bit at the beginning of the race. Didn't really have too much pace, and then that early caution, I decided not to take tires, and then so I had a set left when that last caution came out, so I decided to stick them on. And yeah, if I didn't have those set, there's no way I'm up here in the booth talking to you tonight, and bringing home the blind squirrels at P3 tonight.
Yeah, it was one heck of a race, and for the most part, it was a very clean race. There wasn't any big wrecks. Just one, two cars at the most. It seemed like. I did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we had a little bit of people using people up a little bit more than what we really like in this league, but it's something that we know it's late in the race. People got different tire strategies and stuff like that. So, I mean, you're going to have it. I mean, we're coming down with 10, 15 to go. I mean, it's pretty much just no holds barred, basically, is what that turned to, I guess.
Oh yeah, I totally agree. Yeah, I did notice. I mean, yeah, there was a lot of door banging going on, but everyone seems to know how to correct that car without losing it. A lot of wall riding as well.
Yeah, that's why Kansas is fun, being able to put your car right up against the wall. It's pretty much whoever can eat most of the wall without actually eating the wall. It's a fun track. I was happy to bring home third, and it's a miracle, honestly, because I was only like a 15th place car without strategy.
I gotcha. Anybody you want to thank at home? Sponsors?
I want to thank Justin, Jake, and Eddie, and Kobe, and you guys for everybody that runs this league, and thank you for calling the race tonight for Extreme Sim. We appreciate you. The Blind Squirrels and Chris, David, and Scott Kerberg, we do a great job together. Without them, we probably wouldn't have had the finishes that we had tonight with me, Chris. And I want to say hi to my family, my mom and dad, if anybody else is watching. And yeah, man, it was a good race, and thank you for what you do up here in the booth with us.
No problem. Congratulations on that third place finish.
Thank you, buddy. Enjoy the rest of your night.
You too. Alright, let's bring up Dan Moyer. Or Dane. Hey, Dane, it's Chris up in the booth for Extreme Sim TV. Nice second place finish tonight, buddy.
Hey Chris, how you doing? Thank you. It was a good race. I had fun.
Yeah, do you think did you have anything to give for him if you had maybe, one or two more laps, you think?
Yeah, I was trying to judge his line because his line was very similar to like what I was running my best times at. So I was trying to figure out like how to get by him, using different lines, and I tapped the wall with like two to go, and that really ended it for me. But it was fun just trying to figure that out and race with Dylan, and just in general had a fun evening.
Yeah, it was a pretty good race from my standpoint. A lot of bumping and grinding on that wall as well as other drivers out there, but seems like a lot of people know how to take control of that cup car and keep the thing straight.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, this track, especially when the tires were down, you get very tight coming out middle corner, exit a corner. So just trying to judge that, and hopefully you're not the one, smacking the wall. But no, I had fun again. I thought I had a pretty decent shot of being like top five tonight. Worked out with tire strategy with other guys, where I could be up there trying to compete for a win. So yeah, the way my season's gone so far, this is definitely a boost and something I needed. So
Nice. Well, anybody out there you want to say thank you to? Any sponsors, family watching?
Well, just everybody in the league. I mean, this entire thing couldn't happen unless we had commitments and Justin running the league and all the admins that help out. So just a big thank you to them. It's always fun to do this every week. So look forward to continuing it and racing with everybody.
Nice. Yep. Look forward to seeing you next Wednesday night.
Sounds good. Thank you, Chris.
No problem. Alright, and now I'm gonna bring Dylan in, the winner of tonight's race. Hey, Matt.
Boo!
Alright. Dylan, you got me? This is Chris up in the booth along with Matt now.
Hello?
Hey, you got me?
Yeah, yes, I do.
Okay. Yeah, congratulations on tonight's win. That
I
was
say, yeah,
just,
thank you.
yeah. Whew.
I there for a second, I thought Dane was gonna catch me because for a while I didn't know if he took 4 or 2 tires. And once I got out to that lead there at the end, I'm like, okay, I got the. Also, I saw him catch. I'm like, oh crap, I guessing he has 4 because I only took 2 tires on that last stop.
Oh, nice. Yeah, and I when you saw that you were lining up next to Jason Fensler on that final restart, did you kind of think that he might pull away with this?
No, I didn't. I didn't think he was gonna because I knew he took tires in that early first stage, so I knew he was out of tires. And with me being on 2, I knew I had a shot. So I didn't think he was gonna pull away, but I thought he was gonna give up a more of a fight.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking from up here. But other than that, I mean, it was a pretty clean race. I mean, there was only like the max of maybe 3 cars involved in any single wreck out there. I mean, pretty nice from my standpoint. A lot of bumping and grinding, door bumping and grinding that wall. But it seems like everybody knows how to handle this cup car, keep it straight.
Yeah, I would say there was a lot of beating banging. Yeah, the few cautions, which was great. I'm one of those drivers. I tend to have the better long run speed, so I'm thankful for those kind of races. They go in my favor a lot more.
Right, and I mean, it looks like all night, I mean, first place car throughout the whole night was leading at least a second to 2 seconds off of second place, and you ended up finishing actually almost a full second ahead of Dane.
Yeah, I saw him try and get a run with 2 to go, and I figured he was trying to set it up. And then I saw him hit the wall in the mirror, and that's what helped me seal that win.
And you were like, "Whew,
It was
yeah."
Yeah, yeah, and it was fun racing with him.
Yeah, it was definitely fun to call up here. My first time calling your guys' league. I have to say it was an enjoyable one. I love these next gen cars on iRacing. Just don't like them in real life.
I personally, I'm not a fan of them, but they are fun to handle. It does make a lot of the racing closer. I will say that.
Yeah, I have to say, yeah, compared to the trucks on this, they feel like they can just lift off the ground and fly away.
Yep, more competitive racing. But I personally like the Xfinity cars. I like that boat feeling.
Yeah, yeah, I have to say, yeah, the Xfinity is right there. It bridges the gap between truck and next gen.
Yeah. Yes.
But yeah, we look forward to seeing you right up here in Victory Lane next week as well.
I hope so. I haven't been very good at Darlington. Never done well. And if I do, I always do something stupid and ruin my race for myself. So try my best.
uh, Anything or anybody you want to say thank you to or give a shout out to, sponsors, family?
You with jumping in here for your first race, I appreciate that, Justin, for doing the league, and then my team, the other dirt guys. Been fun racing. Been trying to carry them. Hopefully they can start coming up.
Alrighty. Well, I will let you head out of here and have a good rest of your night and look forward to seeing you next week.
All right. Yeah, have a good one.
Alright, thank you.
Thank you.
Alright, guys. ladies and gentlemen, that right there on your screen is the results for tonight's race. Once again, Dylan Walterman bringing home that victory, followed by Dan Moyer and Cody Dorsey rounded up second and third. We look forward to having you guys back right here on Extreme Sim TV next week for Darlington coverage starting at 7:45 Central, 8:45 Eastern.